The energetic and strong mother, Yamato, the younger brother who's always in his own little world. Follow us as we karate kick all your daily frustrations away. Asuka's Revenge.
My name is Kotomi. I've had some epic love affairs that resulted in resentment in the past. I still cringe when I remember it now. My lover's name was Yuya, and he's the root of all the evil I had to deal with. It happened about 3 years after Yuya and I started dating when we were both in the middle of our working lives. By the way, it's almost Yuya's birthday, isn't it? Is there anything you want to go? I remember just when I asked Yuya. Wait a second. Yuya last year.
Can I ask you to come with me to a place I want to go?
He invited me to go to a slightly expensive restaurant. We're both working and it's a celebration, so I replied okay and we didn't really talk about it. But I was looking forward to it, leaving some extra money on hand thinking of paying the whole bill. I can't wait for Yuya's birthday. And on the day...
Sorry for the wait, Kotomi.
Yuya came to pick me up and took me not to a restaurant but to a famous haunted place. Wait, what is this place? I get extremely scared, by the way. Why did we come here? What happened to the restaurant?
I lied about wanting to go to the restaurant in the first place.
I was told. Huh?
It's not a lie because it's where I want to go.
He told me that, but I think Yuya knew that I wouldn't agree if the place he wanted to go was a haunted place, so he tricked me. This guy.
Let's get out of the car and walk.
Absolutely not. After a few moments of arguing, Yuya says,
Then why don't you wait here? In a haunted place. All by your lonesome.
And got out of the car while pulling out the car keys. What? Wait a minute. I got scared really easily and there's no way I could stand this, so I made the ultimate choice and decided to follow Yuya. I have no choice. I was planning to go to a slightly expensive restaurant in the first place. I was wearing a formal dress and slender heels, not exactly appropriate for a haunted spot on a mountain road with no pavement. And Yuya, wearing his own sneakers, which he had probably prepared originally, carried a flashlight and marched ahead, leaving me behind who was still unsteady on my feet. Yuya, wait! I was so afraid of being left behind that I lost my balance and fell down on the spot when I tried to run to him. Ouch! And when I looked in front of me, Yuya was gone. Yuya? Yuya! I instantly panicked and started running towards the back where Yuya was. But then I saw that there was a slope and I fell down when I missed a step. Ah! When I stopped slipping, my whole body was in pain. The handbag I was carrying and one shoe had gone flying somewhere. My clothes were covered in mud and ripped from getting caught somewhere. I was so scared and in so much pain that I was crying on the spot. And then a light came down from above with laughter. The light was coming from Yuya. Yuya shines his flashlight on me as he comes down from above.
Oh man, running in the dark, huh? That was a great scream.
And said something like this. And as he approached me, perhaps freaked out because of my ragged state, he helped me to my feet and picked up my bag and heels, which had flown away. But I didn't react and went back to the car.
What? Kotomi? Are you mad?
And on my way home, he kept apologizing, making excuses, trying to put me in a good mood.
Kotomi, cheer up. I said I'm sorry.
He kept glancing at me as he drove. Can you just face forward and drive properly? If you want to be a ghost, fine, but don't drag me into it, I said in a surprisingly cold voice, and then he stopped talking to me. And when we arrived home and got out of the car, don't ever call me again. When I said that, he got impatient again and said a bunch of things, but I ignored him and went into the house.
Kotomi, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Forgive me.
And then I went into the house and looked at my whole body again in a well-lit place. It was covered in fresh wounds and it was a terrible mess. Of course it hurt. I looked terrible. It wasn't supposed to be like this. My ankle was sprained and swollen to the size of my fist, and I was wondering what to do because I lived alone and wanted to go to the hospital but couldn't. My brother is my only option. I made the long story short and explained to my boss at work, so I may take Monday off. In the meantime, Yuya has been calling me and sent all kinds of messages, but I ignored all of them. I should lay down the groundwork. I thought so, but I'm already tired, and the fear that I went to a haunted place was starting to boil over again. I'll get back to him later since some of the messages seem to be confessions. I decided to leave him alone for now. It's a good thing I left that guy alone. I don't care if he's sorry or not. And I ended up whining to my brother who was a few hours away on the highway to carry me to the hospital. Brother, I'm sorry, it hurts.
Just be quiet.
I was unable to walk, so my brother carried me. It's embarrassing, but he's my brother I can count on. When I got to the hospital, they said I had a crack, not a sprain. I also got a medical certificate because I had a cut on my head that I didn't notice because it was covered by my hair. I feel invincible now.
Kotomi, you're so energetic even though your body is in shambles.
Yuya continued to contact me.
Are you alright? Rest up, okay? I'm worried about you. So can't you at least give me a reply? Are you mad at me because I tricked you into taking you there? I said I'm sorry. I'm seriously sorry. I just wanted to play a little prank. I mean, it was you who ran and fell in the first place, so isn't it wrong how you're mad at me? Are you mad because you didn't get to go to a fancy restaurant? Were you going to take advantage of me?
I was exhausted and had accumulated so many savory messages that I was beyond angry and dismayed. I'm starting to feel the pain again.
You don't look good all of a sudden.
I took a picture of the injury before the procedure and the medical certificate and sent it to Yuya instead of replying to the message. Then I made sure Yuya had read the message and called him back. You replied, so that means you saw the whole thing, right? At that time, I still had feelings for Yuya, or I trusted his conscience a little bit and hoped he would realize the gravity of the situation. He's going to apologize and worry about me, right? I thought so, but Yuya's first words were in a low, gruff voice.
Huh? What's that? Blackmail?
He said. You're gonna say that? I cried into the phone because of the way he said it, and the phone was on speaker so my brother who was standing next to me could hear it.
Give me the phone!
My brother got angry in my behalf.
Do you know how dangerous it was for my sister? Huh? I'm sorry!
Yuya falters as he hears my brother's voice yelling and hung up the phone to get away. That bastard! But after that, Tomoko, the leader of my friend group, I heard you had a fight with Yuya. What happened? After I told her what happened, do you want me to go along with you as a third party to talk about the breakup? So I decided to ask her, Tomoko, you're the best. Then we made a plan and Tomoko to Yuya. You had a fight with Kotomi, didn't you? I'll listen to what you have to say. And called him to the family restaurant, where my brother and I would meet up with them. I asked my brother to take me there and I'll talk about our breakup by myself, and asked him not to get into the conversation. And as soon as I entered the restaurant when Yuya saw me,
You tricked me! You're the worst!
and he unleashed an oversized boomerang. Tomoko and my brother were stunned at how stupid he was, or rather furious. In the end, my brother, Tomoko, and I attacked Yuya in full force.
I apologize! What I did to Kotomi-san was the worst thing I could have done!
I received an apology and had my contact information erased from Yuya's phone book right in front of me. I settled for him paying for my medical bills and the ruined clothes.
Well, I guess that's about it. But I can't pay that much for the medical bills!
Yuya insisted, but my brother,
Whose fault is it that Kotomi had to spend that much money?
he put him in a corner and got him to pay in a lump sum from his own savings, which he said he didn't have much of. Oh man. And we ended with a final nail in the coffin, telling him that if he lied about the reason for our breakup or spread any strange rumors, I would spread the truth to all my friends via Tomoko. In case you're wondering why Yuya did what he did.
I thought it would be funny if I scared her. And if I scared her, I thought she would depend on me.
He said, Idiot. I've jumped behind the couch in the past because I saw a commercial for a horror movie. I'm not going to quietly shiver in a haunted place, you idiot. Those were my last words to Yuya.
Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. See you next time!